Okay, Judge, we're live.
Okay, so who is that last person that's connecting?
I don't,
It's on the, that's connecting to audio. It's on my second row to the far right.
oh, let's see. Is somebody calling? Well, I don't even know what that is. It just says U304AA. Did somebody just join? I don't think they have audio.
They just got connected to the audio, I think.
Mine's a little behind. Did somebody just join court? If you just joined court, can you please say your name? We're showing U304AA as a contact. Let me try to private message them. Oh, that U304AA is showing you, well, I don't know. The prosecutor recommendations, John, are in case number order.
Okay.
Okay, the person is not responding that I show on here is that U304AA.
Is she unmuted?
That's Audrey Esquivel, I think. Oh, I'm not showing that person.
I'm here.
Let's see where. Okay. What is that? Oh,
For Audrey Esquivel?
we already have Audrey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did somebody just join? It looks like I'm looking at your ceiling right now, maybe.
Who,
There's
for
like
Audrey?
On Zoom?
On Zoom. Whoa.
No, Ms. Esquivel, you're okay.
You're okay,
Okay.
Miss Esquivel.
Okay.
I just see the ceiling and a little like squeezy clip that you put in your hair. Hello? Maybe she doesn't hear us because I don't show a microphone.
Okay, well, why don't we do this, Clarissa? She would be number 11.
Uh-huh.
So if we do ever make contact with her, we'll eventually get to her.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, and are we recording as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. First of all, welcome to the city of China Grove. This is the July 8th, 2020, 9 o'clock docket. First of all, thank you so much for your patience and having to go through this, but it's the best way to keep everybody safe from the virus. So once again, thank you very much from the court and the staff. Okay, what we're going to do, let's see, Clarissa,
Yes, sir.
is I'm going to go ahead and call the individuals that are on today's docket, but do not appear to have been shown up either by video or telephone.
Yes, sir.
And that way we'll go ahead and issue a pre-warrant arrest notice.
Very good.
So I'm going to go ahead and just call the docket as the no-shows. For those individuals that are here in court today, don't worry about it. I've got you noted, so I do show that you did appear. First one as a no-show is Ramon Capiatia. Mark you as a no-show. Cherie Davis, no-show. Michael Keith Spells, no-show. Michael Keith Spells, no-show. Colby Neal, no-show. Luis Najera Garcia, no-show. Yesenia Ochoa Briones, no-show. Forrest Aaron Strauss, no-show. Brandon Gaona Valadez, no show. Amanda May Duarte, no show. Taylor John Sanders, no show. Ruben Hernandez Jr., no show. Ethan James Lee, no show. Ruben Hernandez Jr., no show. Go ahead and move on to page 2. Sabian Rutten, no show. JC Michael Darlington, no show. Christopher Wayne Brazil, no show. Luis Antonio Quintero, no show. Elena Jesse Rodriguez, no show. Yurisan Cruz Estupian, no show. Elena Jesse Rodriguez, I think we've already had him as a no-show. Shelly Marie Knoll, no-show. Severo Mateos, no-show. Dan Michael de la Cruz, no-show. Yolanda Juarez, no-show. Okay, moving on to page 3. Beverly Arb Stewart, no-show. Raul Gonzalez, no-show. Stephanie Elizabeth Ramirez, no-show. Stephen Tyler Lucas, no-show. Juan Rocha Beliz, no-show. Leslie Perez, no-show. On to page 4. Joshua Coleman, no-show. Luke Caleb Donald, no-show. Patrick Aaron Gwynn, no-show. Steve Andrew LeFew, no-show. Omar Castañeda Hernandez, no-show. Ruben Hernandez Jr., no-show. Lydia Marie Perez, no-show. Christopher Lewis Logan, no-show. Guillermo Bermudez, no. Ryan Richard Best, no-show. Let's take this to page 5. Juan Silva, no-show. Roxanne Griego, no-show. Iana Chambers, no-show. Matthew Edwin Anthony, no-show. Hector Hugo Quintanilla, no-show. Derek Dion Kelly, no-show. Pedro Lopez, no-show. Robert Anthony Canel, no-show. Take us to page 6. Stephen Frank Meek, no-show. Maria G. Barron Martinez, no-show. Carlos V. de la Garza, no-show. Kristen Ray Hansen, no-show. Zachariah Andres Garcia, no-show. Jacob Sanchez Martinez, no-show. Frank Limon, no-show. Ernest Rashad Burris, no-show. Waylon Dean Whitstone, no-show. Melanie Ray Martin, no-show. Okay, takes us to page 7. Juan Guajardo, no-show. Dustin Nash, no-show. Daniel Lee Metcalf, no-show. Priscilla Ann Vasquez, no-show. Benito Gonzalez Hernandez, no-show. Okay, and that completes the docket. Clarissa, we can go ahead and get out some pre-warrant arrest notices and give them another court date.
Yes, sir. Okay,
Okay,
and then
very-
let me let you know on page 1, the second one down, Cherie Davis, Judy just let me know that she did pay today.
Okay, so we'll remove the no-show notation. And we'll go ahead and scratch her off the docket. So she paid. Very good. Okay, anybody else, Clarissa, that we need to address? Okay. All right, very good. Okay, just a few instructions before we get started with the cases themselves. First of all, we are live streaming. So the general public has the opportunity to participate or at least view the court proceedings. Not participate, but at least view the court proceedings. I am instructing everyone out in YouTube land to not record the proceedings. That is an order of the court. For the individuals that are here on video and audio, there is no recording of these proceedings. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and order that the proceedings not be recorded. Okay, now what I'm going to do is that in the order that you have been assigned, we're going to go ahead and call your cases. And before I can do anything, and now these are for the individuals that are either first time in court or have not entered a plea. The very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to read the charges that are filed against you. Before I can do anything, I need to take a plea from you. Now, the 3 pleas that you need to be concerned with is 1, your plea of guilty where you admit the charges filed against you, your plea of not guilty where you deny the charges filed against you, or your plea of no contest where you neither admit it nor you deny it. But you just want to go forward with the case and not contest it. Okay. Now, there is really, for our purposes today, there is no difference between the guilty plea and the no contest plea. But let me explain to you the difference in case you're in that situation. Let's say, for example, you're cited for running a red light and you have an accident. Well, if you come to court on your red light violation and you enter a plea of guilty, well, that plea can be used against you in a civil case. Whereas if you enter a plea of no contest, they cannot use that against you. They would actually have to prove that you ran the red light. Like I said, that's the distinction there. But for our purposes, there really is no distinction. Okay. Now, for those individuals that wish to enter plea of not guilty, where you're denying that you're guilty, these cases that we handle are these at this level are cases which are criminal in nature. As a result of that, it triggers your constitutional right to have a trial either in front of a judge or by a jury. And that is your decision, so you get to select that. Now, if you enter a plea of not guilty and you request a non-jury trial, in other words, you want the judge to hear the case and make the decision, that case will be placed on a non-jury docket at a later date, okay? Now, whatever court date you have for your trial, it's very important that you show up for that, because if you do not, there would be a warrant issued for your arrest. Now, if you want a jury trial, you will be required to make 2 appearances. The first appearance is a pretrial conference. The purpose of that is to address any legal issues that need to be addressed before the actual trial itself. It's important that you show up for that because you will be signing an order that the court is going to approve. Okay. Now, the second setting is the actual trial, and that's where we bring in citizens from the city of China Grove to sit in judgment. It's extremely important that you show up for that because if you do not, whatever it costs the city to set that up, that cost could be passed on to you regardless of the outcome of the case. So let's say hypothetically that you missed your jury trial date. We had to do it all over again. Jury finds you not guilty, but then you have a big bill that you may have to pay because you didn't show up the first time, okay? And the reason I point that out is because it's very important that you make sure that you show up for all your court settings, especially the jury trial settings, okay? Now, for those individuals that enter a plea of guilty or no contest, there are certain rights that you would be giving up, okay? And I want to go over those rights so that way you'll be aware. One of the first one, which we just talked about, was a right to have a trial by jury if you so desire, or a trial in front of a court. The second right that you have is that you have the right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything to incriminate yourself. The state of Texas would have to prove that you allegedly violated that violation or that you violated the violation, okay? You also have a right to cross-examine the state's witnesses. You have a right to bring in witnesses that'll testify on your behalf. But here again, by entering a plea of guilty or no contest, you're giving up or you're waiving those rights. Okay, now, I'm looking at the docket, Clarissa, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see anybody here that has a CDL. Is that correct?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dispense with that portion. If, when we do call your case, if you do have a commercial driver's license, a CDL, it's very important that you tell the court of that, okay? Now, as far as individuals under the age of 25, let's see here. Okay, we do have one individual, okay. Let's see, at least one. Actually, we have two. Okay, very good. Let me go ahead and discuss that. For those individuals that are under the age of 25, if you have a moving violation and you want it dismissed, you will be required to take a defensive driving class, okay? Now, for everyone else, there are two ways to get a ticket dismissed. The least expensive way to go is to request a defensive driving class. If you request a defensive driving class, you will be given 90 days to complete the class. At the end of the 90 days, you have to turn in your certificate of completion, and you have to return a copy of your driver's record, your driving history from the Department of Public Safety. If you pay up your court cost and you pay and you turn in your documents, then that case will be dismissed and will not be turned over to the Department of Public Safety. So therefore, it would not show up on your record, okay? Now, the second way, if you're not interested or you don't qualify for defensive driving, the second way is what we call deferred disposition. And that's just another legal term for probation. What that basically means is this: deferred disposition is discretionary with the court. So I can grant it. I don't have to grant it if I don't want to. However, if I do grant it, you will be assessed a special expense fee, and you will be put on probation anywhere from 1 day to 180 days. And as long as you don't receive a similar violation within the probationary period, then that case will get dismissed and will not be reported to the Department of Public Safety. Okay. Now, if you're here and you just want to pay the fine or fines and you don't have the money, well, let us know. We will do the paperwork today. We will put you on what we call as time pay. Time pay basically gives you 30 days to pay the fine or fines. If you pay them, then you're satisfied your obligation or obligations. However, if you go beyond the 30 days, then you will be put on a time payment plan. There will be a time payment fee assessed of $15 if the violation occurred after September the 1st, 2019. And that would be a time fee per violation. So if you have multiple violations and you go into a time pay on all of them, they will assess the time payment fee on each one of them. If the violation is before September 1st, 2019, the time payment fee is $25. Okay, now we have with us Mr. John Mead. Mr. John Mead represents the state of Texas. He is the prosecutor. For those individuals that have 3 or more tickets, and I think we have one that I can see right now, I'm going to ask you to visit with Mr. Mead to see if y'all can work out some type of a solution. And the reason I say that is because if you visit with him and you enter into a plea bargain agreement, it may be a win-win situation for both of y'all to where both of y'all actually wind up winning. If you plead guilty or no contest with multiple tickets and you come to the court, I may very well find you guilty on all of them and assess a fine on all of them. So therefore, that would be your opportunity to visit with him to try to work something out. You're not obligated. It's just a matter of visiting with him. If you're not interested in what he's offering you, we can put you back on the docket to visit with me, and then we can take care of your ticket that way. Okay, now, what I'm going to do at this time is go ahead and place everybody under oath. The city of China Grove is a court of record. So, and that's the reason that we are recording this. That means we're recording the case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and ask those individuals that are on video to raise your right hand. Those individuals that are on audio, I'm going to raise your right hand administer an oath. So if everyone will raise your right hand. Okay. You all swear that the testimony you're about to give in this call will be the truth, whole truth, and the truth.
Yes.
Very good. For
Yes,
those that
I
are
do.
on video, you
Yes.
can put your hands down. Now, let me go for those individuals that are on audio. Pamela Summers, can you hear me, ma'am? Okay, do you acknowledge
Yes.
taking the oath, ma'am?
I can't hear.
We can't hear you.
You cannot hear me?
Well, it's just breaking up because everyone's audio is on.
Oh, okay. Well, were you able to acknowledge taking the oath?
Yes.
Was that a yes, Ms. Summers?
Yes, I'm on video.
You are on video?
Yes.
Okay, I show her on audio.
Your Honor, I think the audio is coming through her telephone.
All right.
I,
Okay,
I see her.
okay, very good. Okay, let's go on to Brandy Crossland. Ms. Crossland, do you acknowledge taking the oath?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Isabel Torres, do you acknowledge taking the oath? Isabel Torres, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, do you acknowledge taking the oath?
Yes.
Luis Corrales, can you hear me, sir?
I could hear you a little bit, but I hear all this noise.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of background.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna have to do as best as we can, but Mr. Corrales, do you acknowledge taking the oath, sir?
Acknowledge taking the, excuse me?
Okay, do you acknowledge taking the oath that I just administered?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. Brianna Terry, can you hear me?
Yes.
Ms. Terry, do you acknowledge taking the oath?
Yes.
Okay, and then finally, Juan Escalante, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you acknowledge taking the oath?
Yes, Judge.
Very good. Okay, great. Is that the last of them, Clarissa?
I'm
Yes, I
still
think so.
here.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do this.
I'm still here.
Yeah, I believe,
Ms. Esquivel. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I have you on video, so I can see you raise your right hand.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, Clarissa, I think we have,
you want me to send Madison McGloin and John to the breakout room?
yes.
Okay, I'm gonna send y'all to a breakout room so y'all can talk.
Okay.
So that's Madison McCoy.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, so then this takes us to Luis Corrales Castillo. Is that number 2 on the docket, Clarissa? Page 1. Got it? Okay, okay, Mr. Corrales, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Corrales, you're here on a show cause hearing. What that basically means is that you were on deferred disposition. And it shows that you're paid up on your fees. However, we do not have your proof of insurance. Have
Yes,
you
Your Honor.
turned that in?
Yes, I actually turned it in, but I guess it was a little too late. I guess I totally forgot about it, but I have the proof, and I actually also turned it in yesterday. I emailed it to you guys.
Okay, Clarissa, do you show anything?
I can go check. I didn't check the email this morning.
Who is it, Clarissa?
Luis Corrales Castillo.
Mr. Corrales, did you maintain the insurance for the 6 months?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, no lapse in coverage?
No, what does that mean?
Basically, in other words, was there a time there that you didn't pay your premiums and they cut the coverage off and then maybe you reinstated it?
No, I believe not.
Okay,
The late fee, like maybe a day or two late?
no, you see what happens sometimes individuals may miss their payment and maybe not renew it for a couple of weeks and then they get back on it. So
Oh,
that's,
no, I'll be good on that.
okay, very good. So let's see if we can just find that.
Yeah, if not, I could send it also right now as we're talking.
What it looks like.
Okay, well, bear with me for a second.
Oh, God, don't even mess with that, but it's such a train wreck over there.
I'm just kidding.
Hello?
Yeah, no, so just stand by, Mr. Corrales. We'll be right with
Okay,
you.
okay.
Okay, Judge, do you want me to call and verify before we proceed?
So you did receive it?
I did receive it. Do you want me to call and verify there were no lapses in coverage before we proceed?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So, Clarissa, let me ask you this. Go ahead and go on to the second. Can you have someone call?
Did you say move to the next person?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to number. Which is
Audrey Esquivel on page
Bill. Okay,
3. Yeah, okay.
and she has 2 violations. Did you want to talk to her first?
She has, how many violations does she have?
2?
2, yes. I'm gonna visit with her first.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Corrales, just go ahead and stand by, sir. We'll be right back with you, okay?
No problem, thank you.
Very good. Okay, Audrey Esquivel.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me see if I can- There you are. Okay, Ms. Esquivel. Ms. Esquivel, you have 2 violations. One is a speeding. It's alleged that you were doing 67 and a 50, and you have an insurance. How do you plead to the speeding ticket? Guilty, not guilty, no contest?
I will plead guilty.
Plead
Just gonna-
guilty, okay. What about the insurance ticket?
I've taken care of it. Well, not taken care of it. I maintained my insurance since the day of.
Okay, but on the day of the violation, was it expired? Or was there a
It was
couple-
expired.
Okay, very good. Okay,
At that time, I wasn't taking care of my insurance. My father was paying the insurance, and I didn't know that it had expired. But I obtained it the same day, and I've had it ever since.
okay, very good. Okay, let's do this, and we'll come back to that one in a moment. But with
I
regard
have a
to
bird.
the ticket, what did you want to do?
I'm sorry, with what?
With the speeding ticket?
I was gonna see if maybe I can have it dismissed or maybe dispute it. I was new to the area. In that area,
Well,
the street,
let me go ahead and do this because I can't hear the facts of the case without a trial. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to talk to the prosecutor. What you're wanting to tell me and see what he'll do on it. He's the one that has the authority to dismiss it.
okay,
Okay, so if you'll stand by, I'll make a notation that you're gonna talk to the prosecutor, okay?
okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
I don't know what schedule they have.
Okay, Carissa, let's go ahead and go on to.
Move to Ruth Hernandez.
Yes, Ruth Ann Hernandez. Ms. Hernandez.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, there you are. Okay, hey, Clarissa, for everyone else, can we go ahead and mute?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there was some background, except for Ms. Hernandez. Okay, Ms. Hernandez, you have
Yes, sir.
tickets here. One is for a window tint violation. How do you plead?
That one, I will plead not guilty to the
Not
fact
guilty.
that
Okay,
did not
hold on
stop
for a second, hold on for a second, hold on. Yeah, I can't talk, if you're pleading not guilty, I can't talk.
oh, okay.
talk to
I'm
the
sorry.
prosecutor. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to stand by. And as soon as the prosecutor becomes available, he will talk to you. Okay? All right, so just
Yes,
stand.
sir. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's okay. And you know what, and thank you, Ms. Hernandez, for that. And that maybe I should go ahead and just give you all some information. If you are disputing the case, okay, the way to dispute it is to plead not guilty, the way Ms. Hernandez is doing. Please understand that I cannot listen to your version of what happened out there without the prosecutor being present. And that's why we set it down for a trial. but it gives you the opportunity to talk to the prosecutor, and maybe the prosecutor may non-prosecute the case, or maybe some other type of an agreement may be reached. So it's not that I don't want to talk to you about what happened, it's just that we have to do it in the proper setting. Okay?
Understand.
All
Yes,
right.
I understand.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go on to number 5, Clarissa. And
That is Brandy Crossland, and she's got 3 violations. So
Okay, Ms. Crossland, if you will stand by and wait for the prosecutor. Okay, so then let's go ahead and go on to number 6.
Isabel Torres?
Number 6 is on page 1. Yes, okay. Isabel Cristina Torres, can you hear me?
Let me make sure she is not muted.
She is muted.
Gosh, I can't even.
There we go. Okay, Ms. Torres, can you hear me okay, ma'am?
Yes,
Okay, Ms. Torres, you're here on a show cause hearing. And what it is that you were placed on deferred on an insurance ticket. You have paid up
Yes.
your fees, but we don't have your proof of insurance. Have you sent that to us?
yes.
Okay,
No, I just got this letter, sir. I've
Okay.
been taking care of my husband, and the last time I went in, I was taking care of my dad who passed.
Okay, well, did you maintain your insurance?
Yes,
Okay,
it's on auto pay.
okay, did you send the court your proof of coverage?
No, I did not. I was
Okay.
looking for that now, where to email it to.
Okay, well, then what you do, Ms. Torres, I'm gonna go ahead.
And I can do that now.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and do that? What I'm going to do is I'm gonna reset you. Unless Teresa, do you want me to just have her stand by and you can?
Yeah, that would be good. If she, can I give her the email address and we'll just have her send it over and we can verify it real quick?
Okay, yeah, let's go
Or
ahead and
Okay.
go ahead and get her that.
I can give you my policy number and the number, and they'll,
Well, go ahead and email it to us so we'll have proof. So it's China Grove. CHINA.
okay,
Grove,
just one second, I'm so sorry. Okay, all lowercase,
Yes, China Grove. .city
.city.
at att.net.
We have CHINAGROVE period CITY at ATT period NET.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll email that right now.
Okay, so we're gonna.
And you can just stand by.
Stand by, Ms. Torres, we'll confirm that, okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right, let's go on to Pamela Ann Summers. Ms. Summers, I've got you there. Ms. Summers, you're here on a show cause hearing. You had requested defensive driving. And your certificate was due on May the 26th. And then I show you with a balance of $75.90. Okay, and can we take care of that today or where are we at? Okay, Ms. Summers, let me stop you for a second. I cannot hear you at all.
Let me make sure she's not muted.
She's muted on her telephone.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
Ms. Summers, can you hear me?
Okay,
There you go, much better. Okay, did you hear part of what I said?
I heard everything, yes, sir.
Okay, tell me what's get this thing taken care of.
Okay, I can take care of the $75 today. That's not a problem. Now, the defensive driving, the paperwork I got, it said, I was reading August that everything was due, so I confused myself. But I was hoping that you would give me the chance to do my defensive driving. I can do it immediately.
And you do it within 2 weeks?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and extend you for 2 weeks. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, however, I'm gonna reset your case for 30 days for compliance. Now, once you complete the certificate, or at least you complete the class and you get your certificate and your driving record, go ahead and forward that to the court. if you pay before your compliance hearing date, then you don't have to.
Okay, then Judge, she
You're breaking
wasn't,
out, Judge.
The policy number that I gave you.
she wasn't
Actually,
deferred, Judge. She was actually a driving safety
Go
course.
through.
Right.
So he, other than.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. She's actually a driving safety course, not deferred. So she doesn't need to pay the balance if she's going to complete that, if you're extending it.
Okay, well, okay, now I show that she has a balance of 75 and.
She does. That's the balance of, if she doesn't take the course and complete it, she would have to pay the balance. You know how they only pay $144?
I see. Okay, all right. So then she's already paid up as far as the defensive driving.
As far as the defensive driving, yes.
Okay, Ms. Summers, so you're paid up provided you do the class, okay? So,
Yes, sir, I can do that immediately.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and reset your case 30 days. I'm gonna give you 2
Can I
weeks,
give you his jacket?
2 weeks to do the class. Okay, and then just
Okay.
get that in there. If you do it before your compliance hearing date, you're done. You don't have to show up. But if for some reason
Perfect.
something happens, then you do have to show up. Now, let me just inform you, as far as your driving record, you may want to do that online because if you try to do it by mail, it's going to take forever.
Yeah, okay, no problem. I can always drop it by too.
Okay, and Ms. Summers, do you have any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay, Clarissa, do we need to have her call the clerk and,
No, she should be fine.
okay, but we're going to have to get her a compliance hearing date though.
So you want her to come back in, not just bring it in? She needs to come back in to court?
No. In the event that she does not do the class within 2 weeks, or at least before the compliance date.
Okay,
But if she does do it before the compliance hearing date, then she doesn't have to appear.
okay, great. I'll get that to her.
So, Ms.
I'll get
Summers-
her an extension date then. I'll
Yeah.
send her new forms with the extended date.
Yeah.
And I'll mail them to you, ma'am, okay?
Okay, so
Okay,
she
thank
does not
you.
have to call the court, Clarissa?
No,
Okay,
I'll mail them as long as you're still at 6875 East Loop 1604, number 14.
Yes.
All right, that's where I'll send them.
okay.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Summers, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and release you so you can go ahead and leave the meeting.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, and Judge Luis Corrales Castillo, his insurance checked out with no lapses in coverage.
Okay, that's number 2, Mr.
That is number 2.
Okay, let's go ahead and unmute him. Mr. Corrales?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, everything checked out, sir, so we're going to go ahead and dismiss your case.
Okay.
Okay, so unless you have any questions, you can go ahead and leave the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. No problem.
Sure. Clarissa, do I show someone else trying to enter the?
Yes, Susan's fixing to admit them, but we'll have to get their name because it's just a phone number.
It's Isabel Torres. When I was.
Oh,
doing
it's
that,
Isabel Torres. You're just getting back in, Miss Torres?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Oh, okay, so we're
Isabel
okay.
Torres.
Okay, Mr. Mead, you're
Yeah.
back, Mr. Mead. Who were you talking to?
To Miss Madison McGloin.
Okay, let me just go over there.
She's still in the breakout room.
Okay.
You need us
y'all
to bring her
ready
back?
reach an Agreement?
Let
Yeah.
me bring her back real quick.
There she is.
Okay, where is she? Is she, there she
Right.
is. Okay, Ms. McGloin, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Very good. Okay, Mr. Mead, were y'all able to reach an agreement?
Yes, we were, Your Honor.
Okay, can you tell me what that is?
There are 3 charges pending. To the charge of expired registration, Ms. McGloin didn't get her registration taken care of soon enough, so she's going to pay the fine of plead guilty, pay the fine of $116.
Okay, that's a straight pay.
Straight pay.
Okay,
On the failure to display driver's license, she's going to be on deferred for 60 days and $150 special expense fee.
and how many days?
60.
60 days, okay, 60.
60.
Okay, very good. And then
On the defective tail lamp, Ms. McGloin got her inspection. She fixed the tail lamp. So I'm going to take that into consideration and dismiss that case.
Very good, okay. Okay, Ms. McGloin, did you hear what Mr. Mead just
Yes.
represented to the court? Is that the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and order that there will be a straight pay. In other words, there'll be a judgment on the expired registration. Now, that does not go on your record, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, Ms. McLaurin, are you going to pay that today, or when are you gonna pay that?
Today.
Okay, very good. Now, with regard to the failed to display a driver's license, he is placing you on deferred disposition. Okay, and it's gonna be $150 special expense fee, and you'll be on deferred for 60 days. So no similar violation, okay?
Yes, sir.
And then he's taking into consideration the defective tail lamp, and that will be dismissed.
Okay.
All right, very good.
Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
I understand that Ms. McGuinn is going to pay all of the fees today, including the special expense fee on the deferred.
Okay, so it's gonna be paid. Is that correct, Ms. McCloy?
Yes, sir, it is correct.
Okay. All right, let me make a notation. Very good. Okay, with that in mind, Ms. McCloy, I believe that they gave you a couple of phone numbers earlier.
Yes, I called both of them, correct?
Yes, yeah, there's.
Just
two.
call one or the other.
Oh,
Either
just one
one.
of you?
Yeah, just one or the other.
Okay.
Okay, so unless you have any questions, I'm gonna go ahead and release you. Okay.
I
but-
did have a question on the paper that got sent, for the court hearing, like whatever, it said that we had to fill out some like piece of it a week prior, but we received it 2 days ago.
It's okay. It was about this Zoom hearing, so you're fine.
So I'm okay with that. Then it said
Yes.
something else on it about another piece of paper that I had to send in. What was that?
That was just your plea.
Okay, awesome. So I'm okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can talk to the girl when you call her and give her your plea and she has the notations on it.
Okay.
Okay, on the jacket.
Ms. McCloy, you know, and that brings up a good point, and, you know, they're gonna send you some forms, but let me go ahead and take your plea on the failed to display a driver's license and your registration. How are you pleading to those two charges?
To those 2 charges, I pled guilty.
Okay, very good. Okay, so they'll be sending you some additional written pleas, so just sign those and get those back. But go ahead and call one of those 2 numbers after you get off the docket, okay?
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you. You can leave now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, let's see, Clarissa, who do we have? Mr. Mead, you're back. Who were you? Did you talk to someone else?
He hasn't gone in, so he's gonna go in with Audrey Esquivel right now.
Okay.
Let me unmute her.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Esquivel, if you'll stand by, they're gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Mead.
Oh, it won't let me unmute her. There it goes. Nope, now it's,
It's back to mute.
here, let me,
In there, I'll get her unmuted when we get in there.
there you go. It's good. Okay.
Okay, have we heard anything else on Isabel Torres on her,
She's sending it through email, so we're
Okay.
still waiting on that. It looks like our next one is Roberto Cruz.
Roberto who?
Just need to call and verify them.
That would be number 8.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait, yep, wait. Who do we have?
Okay, well, Mr. Cruz has 3 violations. Mr. Cruz, well, there you go.
Number 8.
Can you-
Yes,
can you
Mr.
please-
Cruz, has 3.
Okay.
He
good.
has 3, yes,
Can you hear
sir.
me? Okay, good. Mr. Cruz, you have 3 violations. I'm going to ask you to stand by and talk to the prosecutor, okay? Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to Brianna Terry, first page, number 9.
Yes, okay. Is she on, let's see, where is she, Mrs.?
She is probably muted. Let me see here.
Yeah, and she's on.
Okay, there you go.
All right, Miss Terry, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Terry, you are here on a show cause hearing. You were placed on deferred on an insurance ticket. And it looks like all your fees are paid, but we don't have your proof of insurance. Have you sent that in?
It
The
actually,
proof of insurance, it was for the driving.
yeah, it looks like it's I'm sorry, I have the wrong thing in there. It's actually for a driving safety course she didn't complete as one of the requirements for her deferred.
Oh, I see.
I'm sorry, I have that wrong on there.
Okay, so she was required to do defensive driving
Yes,
as well as the deferred terms.
yes.
Got it. Okay. Now, have you done the defensive driving class, Miss Terry?
No, sir, I didn't get to finish for the simple fact that
I was in school while I was taking the online course of it, and since they had shut the school down, I don't have access to internet. But I am getting internet. I think this week or next week, and I was hoping that I can get an extended time to send it in.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and reset your case for 30 days so you can get that in. Okay, so
Okay.
that'll be a reset for a compliance hearing.
Yes, sir.
And if you complete it and you send in the certificate, Ms. Carey, then you're done. You don't have to show up on your compliance hearing date, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you. And how do I get that to y'all? The certificate once it's done?
You can do one of two things. You can sign it, be sure you sign it so it's valid. Sign it and mail it to us, or you can come by the building and put it in our black locked mailbox that's on the front of the building.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions, Ms. Cherry?
No, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you. And there'll be, does she need to call in, Clarissa, for her reset date?
Well, go ahead, Ms. Terry, are you at 3518 Glacier Lake?
No, ma'am, not anymore, but you can go ahead and send it there because my mom stays there.
Okay, so as long as you're able to get it, can we get your current address though?
It's, are you ready? Sorry.
Mhm.
It's 7647 Woodlake View.
Is there an apartment number or anything?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
That's
is
the
it
address.
San Antonio?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's the zip?
78244.
Okay, we'll send it there, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. And you don't need to call in, we're good.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, ma'am, I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so then we are going number 10.
10, Juan Escalante.
Okay, let me get to him. Okay,
I
can we unmute him, Clarissa?
Yes, sir. Judy, if you can hear me, do you have his paperwork for his Juan Escalante? I thought he was the one that sent his his license plates. Oops, I don't see it. Is that him? Juan?
Stand by, Mr. Escalante.
This morning I attached it to the front, maybe it's a different one.
Judge, I'm gonna send you a text. I'm gonna send you what he has texted to us regarding his license plate.
Okay.
Morning.
Now, he has not been adjudicated, has it?
No, he hasn't.
Okay.
Unreadable license.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a plea from him. Mr. Escalante, can you hear me, sir?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Escalante, they're pulling up what you sent to the court, but at this point, let me take a plea from you. You've been charged with the offense of an unreadable license plate. How do you plead to that charge?
I plead guilty.
Okay, all right. So they're gonna send me, let's see what we have here. I just got something.
So it's not the same license plate number from what I understand. They reassigned him a new number is what he's telling us. The one we have that was on the 1999 Ford F-150 was 10J LS9, and this is the new one we have. And he also sent the paperwork for it, but it's so small I cannot see it. Let me see if I can find that phone.
Well, okay. Mr. Carrizo, Mr. Escalante, let me ask you this. So then the license plate that you sent us with the NGV 8755, is that a new license plate? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. But the one that I guess you were cited for, you replaced it with this one, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good.
Judge, I'll also send you the receipt where he purchased it that would show. Yeah, I just sent over the receipt. It's hard to see.
Yeah, I got it. Let me see if I can blow it up though. It's hard to. Okay, looks like he got it done on 5/13/20. Is that correct? 5/13, so a couple of months afterwards. Okay. Mr. Escalante, how did you renew it? Did you do it online or how did you do it?
No, I to the place.
Okay, how did you wind up renewing it? Was it online or in person?
In person.
Okay. And they were open?
37.
They were open through the drive-through.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, so Clarissa, so he's in compliance now, is that correct?
That's the way I understand it. Yes, sir.
If he's got the receipt and he's got the new license plate,
Yes, sir.
okay. Okay, Mr. Escalante, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show that you're in compliance, and I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss that charge.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, all right, so do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss you. Clarissa, do we need anything else?
No, we're good.
Okay, Mr. Escalante, you're free to go, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay, Mr. Mead,
Yes, Your Honor.
who were you talking to?
I was talking to Ms. Aubrey, or I think
Audrey Esquivel.
Esquivel.
Where is she at?
She disappeared on me. I think she lost her connection.
Oh, goodness. I think she's asking, let's see here. She's asking me to
It
join.
looks like there she is. Ms.
There you
Esquivel.
are.
You're back.
There she is.
I
Hello.
lost you. Where'd you go?
No, I was here.
Okay, well, send us back to the breakout room if you would. please.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, so Clarissa, let's see.
So we still have Ruth Hernandez. We have Brandy Crossland and Roberto Cruz that still need to go into the breakout room.
Okay.
And then we also are waiting on Isabel Torres so we're trying to call the insurance to verify her. Do you want me to just tell her right now to call you? Let me unmute her. Miss Torres. Oops. Now she's muted. I think we're both doing it. Okay, so are you doing it right now? Okay, I'm gonna do it real quick.
Okay, I think we're doing mute tag.
Miss Torres,
Yes.
can you please call 210-648-4923, that number I gave you at the beginning, and they have a question for you. So stay on the Zoom and just go to a phone. Can you do that?
I don't have the phone.
Oh, that's her only phone though. Okay, what is her question? Okay, she cannot read the phone number for the insurance on your declarations page. Can you give us that number?
Sure, it's Geico, so I'll look it up for you right now.
It should be on your paper that you sent over. It's just blurred. We can't read
But
it.
it's so super small, and I'm in the middle of, oh gosh, meds. Let me see here. So you're gonna get 800-841-3000. And my policy number
She's got the policy number. She can read that part. It was just, the phone number was blurred out.
Yes, and it's Geico.
Okay. She's gonna call that, so you can just sit back for just a minute.
Thank you.
Okay, so everybody else is waiting to speak.
Everybody else just pending.
Okay, very good. Okay, I will be right back.
Okay.
Remember Stuart's out there in crazy little town? You see where she's logged in? Zoom? She's on the phone saying that we are calling.
We have somebody that we've called 40 times that they are not responding to us and we can't unmute them. It just comes up as U304AA. We've been talking to them and asking.
56 and 11, does it show that?
It doesn't show anything but U304AA. And it will not let me unmute her, so I don't know if it's her connection or what's wrong.
She does have trouble.
She's frozen there, it looks like to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that. Oops. Okay, Lawrence stepped away for just a second, John.
Okay. You can bring, Ms.
I did. I just closed it. So
There
hopefully
she- there-
she's-
there
there
she-
we go.
We don't really, I'll unmute her.
Thank you.
Well, I thought I did.
For Audrey?
Yes.
There she is.
Hear us. There you go.
Anyway, I don't think we need the judge for this, Clarissa.
Okay.
Ms. Esquivel and I discussed her options. We've come up with a plan.
Okay.
The problem that Ms. Esquivel has is that, like a lot of people these days, she doesn't have a job. So she's gonna come, just needs a reset. This is her first appearance, I understand.
Yes.
She needs a reset to come up with the funds to do what we talked about in the breakout room. Is that correct, Ms. Esquivel?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Okay.
she just needs a reset.
So how long are we resetting?
30, whatever the next reset date is.
Okay, we'll reset for August 26th.
Awesome.
Okay. We'll see you then. And we'll, let me make sure, are you still at 8221 Cover Road, Lot 17?
That's fine. Yes.
Okay, that's where we're going to send your reset notice. That's going to have your new date and time, okay?
But I am at lot 11 now, not 17.
Okay, that makes a big difference. We'll send it to lot 17. I mean, I'm
No,
sorry,
no,
lot 11.
Lot 11.
Lot 11.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. I can end the call now?
I believe so.
I
Okay,
think
great.
we're done.
Okay,
Thank you. Have a great day, guys.
thank you, you
Yes,
too.
ma'am.
Bye-bye.
I don't know what to do with her. Tell her to call back in. Just use her. Yeah, tell her to call back in because we cannot unmute her. So there's a bad connection. Okay, John, do you want to go in the breakout room with the next one?
Oh, sure. Who is the?
Okay.
Come back.
It
Clarissa.
is gonna be, it's gonna be Ruth Hernandez.
I'm black. Does John need to take care of,
He went ahead and reset her for 30 days and she got out of the meeting already.
okay, that was Mrs. Esquivel?
Yes,
Ms. Esquivel, yes, Sean.
resetting her to come up with the funds for whatever they've discussed and come up with. And she's gonna come to court on August 26th and discuss that and make sure it's all good with everybody.
Got it. Okay, very good.
Okay, I'm gonna open the room now, Ms. Hernandez and John.
Okay, any word on Mrs. Torres, Isabel Torres?
Susan is still on the phone with them. It's Geico, so it takes forever. You got to go through 10 prompts.
Okay.
She said she's got a person finally. She's just waiting on them to get.
Hey, Clarissa,
Yes, sir.
any luck with the lady with ending in 30?
No, we believe it's Miss Stewart. She can hear us. We cannot hear her. I cannot unmute her. So we told her to get out of the meeting and call us back.
Okay.
See if we have a better luck with that.
What's her name?
I think Beverly Stewart. I don't know. Judy's talking to her right now. I believe she said Beverly Stewart, maybe. Let me look and see if we have a Beverly Stewart.
Yes, on page 3. But we don't know.
Oh,
what
yes.
that's for.
We're not sure if that's her that's on this UA. She said she can hear everything we're saying, but we can't hear her. So I'm assuming she's the only other one on here. So I'm assuming that's, and we don't have Beverly Stewart logged in. So,
Ma'am, can you hear me, Miss Stewart? Can you hear me, ma'am?
doesn't seem like she can, right?
She's muted.
Yeah, it will not let me unmute her. So she should be able to hear us, but we can't hear her. And when I click unmute, it will not let me. So I don't know if she doesn't have audio.
Okay, Miss Stewart, if you can hear me, wave your head.
Mm.
No, I guess you can't hear us.
I think so.
Oh, yeah. Can you wave your head, ma'am, if you can hear me? Can you wave at me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, there we
she
go.
is. Okay, so are you
Can you
Beverly
see me?
Stewart?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Your name is Beverly Stewart, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, good. Okay, great. Okay, Miss Stewart, you have 3 tickets. If you will stand by, Mr. Mead will speak with you to see if y'all can reach some type of a plea bargain agreement, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry for the difficulty. I didn't know what I was doing wrong.
Oh, no, that's okay. Well, thank you for being patient and just stand by a little longer. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
She's Susan is still on hold for the insurance.
Okay, so we're just on standby.
Yes, we have 4 waiting to see John.
All righty. So then Clarissa, for this afternoon's docket, it's the same ID number?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Same thing. We left it all the same just in case somebody started trying to call in. It would be just more even flowing and
Very
not
good.
have to deal with everybody getting out and get back in. And
All righty.
And the docket is smaller. So it, we'll
For
see
this
how that
afternoon?
goes. Yeah, it's smaller. But again, these were mostly this morning, the no-shows from the May docket. So
Oh, I see.
just getting their second.
Oh, yeah, 33 pages, yeah. All right, let me start working.
We should have more people showing up for the second one,
Okay.
even though it's a smaller docket.
Well, I'll be working on that one.
So his cousin lives at 4%.
Hold down. You're not on Bluetooth anymore, so you turn that off. Oh, hang on. Make sure it stays on. It uses a lot of battery. Charger.
I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's doing that.
We're in the chat.
Hi, this is Isabel, and I have my insurance agent on the line.
I think one of our clerks is talking to them right now also.
Okay.
Let me just,
Let
me
you
see
could
where-
verify if the judge wants to hear. I'm just waiting, sir.
No problem.
Thank you.
Well,
Hello?
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 I'm waiting for the clerk.
That's right.
I'm so lost with all this stuff. I don't understand. No.
Did you hear Susan? Because she's got her insurance on the phone on here.
Hi, sir. I didn't get your name. I'm sorry.
My name is Gordon.
Gordon.
6 months.
Yeah.
Back through forward.
Okay, okay.
And I gave her the dates that were on the palm
Uh-huh.
she said.
Okay, her agent's on the phone right now. Okay, Miss Torres, you said your agent is there? Because we're having a hard time getting confirmation.
Yes, sir. Mr. Gordon.
Yeah, I'm here on the line with Geico. My name is Gordon.
Hi, Gordon. We're trying to verify insurance coverage on Isabel Torres. And the dates we're looking for is to make sure she was covered without any lapses in coverage from November 6th, 2019 through May 4th, 2020.
And was that on a certain vehicle or was it
just as long as
in
she
general?
had coverage? It doesn't have to be on a specific vehicle.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't have a vehicle.
All right, so I'm just gonna be silent for a few moments while I search those dates here. Just be silent for a few seconds, okay?
Thank you.
Wanting deferred for that, maybe? He's saying he had, yeah, Tom. So we have to call and make sure he had insurance on that day at that time. Listen, listen, listen. Hi, Mr. Mead.
Hello.
Let me bring him back and y'all can work on Ruth while we wait.
We got the lady back, right?
What's that?
All right, can you still hear me?
Oh, yes, Mr. Gordon.
Yes, okay. So I did have continuous coverage on this policy, but the policy itself did start at Geico. That was on February 19th.
February
so with it, we've had
19th,
continuous coverage
2020?
since that date. Correct.
So it started February 1st, 2020, and it's good through current, present? Or through May?
February 19th. And February
Oh.
19th all the way through May. So we've had that coverage.
So
but
it was February 2020, February 19th, 2020 through
Correct.
through present. Okay. So she was not
Through
insured.
May 5th there.
November
We
and- Okay, so you didn't find insurance on her November and December and January then?
Correct. Not through Geico.
Okay, that's through Geico. Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
No problem. Otherwise, there's nothing else here for you guys today. I do hope you have an excellent rest of your day. Okay.
That's it. Thank you. Okay, Judge, looks like she
No
was
problem.
covered
So then I have
starting in
insurance
February
with,
through May, but we didn't have her insurance yet from November through January.
Hey, Miss Torres, did you
Yes,
have?
so I do have
another
insurance on
company?
that, and I'm getting that also from November the 6th to February, because like I said, my husband was in an auto accident, so all my vehicles and everything was repoed. So my brother had me under his insurance, which I can provide you that also.
Okay, well, why don't we do
We
this?
just did a settlement.
If
Yes,
we
I'm looking for that right now, sir.
Ms. Torres, if we reset your case 30 days, can you get that documents to us?
I can get, yes, sir, I can get it today.
Okay, well, why don't we do this, Clarissa? Let's go ahead and reset her for 30 days.
Okay.
Ms. Torres, once you get that information, if you'll forward that to the court so we can confirm it. And then if you do that before the next court date, then you do not have to appear if it's in compliance. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir, it will be.
Okay, very good. So we're gonna do a reset 30 days.
Okay, Ms. Hernandez, whenever you get that, if you want to do it today, we can go ahead and get it cleared up today. Just send it to us, okay?
Okay,
What am I supposed
to do?
You need to get the insurance that you're showing that you had coverage from November through
Are you,
February.
are you,
No.
you're,
I just,
you
I
said
didn't
Ms.
even have
Hernandez,
a
now Torres.
at the time. I
Oh,
just got a
hang on, we have a bunch of background noise. I'm not sure what's going on right now. Okay, say it again.
Okay, you said Ms. Hernandez and it's Torres.
I'm sorry, Ms. Torres. Go ahead.
Yes, I'll get that to you today, ma'am. And your name is?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Torres.
Okay, Ms. Torres?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, good. She's, okay.
Okay, now Ms. Hernandez, I'm sorry, Ms. Hernandez is back with Mr. Mead, I think. Are they? Oh,
Yeah.
there it is. Okay.
Okay, let's see, Ms. Hernandez is on page
Please mute.
3. Okay, great. Okay, that's Beverly, let's see, no, Ruth Ann Hernandez, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Mead, were y'all able to reach an agreement?
We were, Your Honor.
Okay, tell me what it is.
Ms. Hernandez is going to plead guilty to the failure to maintain financial responsibility. She has insurance now, going to give her 6 months deferred, $300 special expense fee, and condition she maintain insurance. She is able to pay the court cost only today.
Okay.
I'm going to take into consideration and recommend dismissal of the window view, the obstructed view through the front windshield. I found out the circumstances of that from Ms. Hernandez, and I believe that that's in the interest of justice.
Okay. Okay, very good. Ms. Hernandez, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is that the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Hernandez, let me go ahead and, I'm gonna go ahead and follow that plea bargain agreement, but let me take a plea from you on the insurance. It's my understanding you're pleading guilty, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and follow the plea bargain agreement. I'm gonna go ahead and set you on deferred for 6 months with a special expense fee of $300 with a condition that you maintain insurance for 6 months. I'm going to show that you're going to pay the court costs today. And how much time do you need to pay the balance, ma'am?
Like I told him, I'm a single mother. I lost my husband in December. I'm just getting back on my feet.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you the 6 months to pay it, okay?
I would really appreciate that.
Okay, that's not a problem, ma'am. So we'll go ahead and give you 6 months. I'm also gonna order that the window tint violation is gonna be dismissed based on taken under consideration by the prosecutor.
Actually, Your Honor, it was not window tint. It's shown on the docket as window tint. It was obscured view, things hanging on her rear view. I understand.
Yes.
Okay, so it's not a window tint.
It's not window tint, it's obscured.
Obscured, okay.
Window is obscured, I'm sorry.
I see that, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and show that the obstruction violation is taken into consideration as part of the plea bargain agreement, and we're gonna go ahead and dismiss that charge. Okay, Ms. Hernandez, do you have any questions, ma'am? Ms. Hernandez, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, ma'am, you're gonna have the whole 6 months to take care of it. If it becomes a problem in the future, certainly feel free to give us a call and I'm sure we can work something out. Okay?
I'm sure I could get it done by then, but I thank you so much.
Okay, well, not a problem, ma'am. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna release you, but you need to call one of those 2 numbers that they gave you earlier.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Clarissa, anything else for Ms. Hernandez? Anything else?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Okay, now I'm just asking Clarissa, anything else that we need from?
No, I think we're good as long as she calls.
Okay, so just go ahead
Thank
and
you.
call.
Have a good day.
Okay, ma'am, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, John, I'm going to send you to the breakout room with Brandy Crossland.
Okay.
Hello?
Hold on, Miss Crossland.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna send you to a breakout room.
should.
Okay, okay.
Well,
Okay, she's number 5 on the docket.
it's sent.
Virgo, how do I turn this off, baby girl?
Oops. Let's see.
Virgo.
Yeah, just stand by, Ms.
Let's
Cross.
see. I don't know what's going on.
Virgo. I'm trying to turn it off. Virgo.
What happened?
I don't know, but it's crazy. Let's see if it's working now.
Ms. Hernandez, is there a button there that says leave the meeting?
I think they might be gone now. There we go. They're in there.
Okay, did we get Ms. Hernandez off? Okay,
Yes.
okay, good.
I think she was having a hard time hanging up.
Yes.
Okay, then we just have Ms. Stewart and Mr. Cruz and Ms. Crossland left. But they're
Yep.
all for the breakout room. Yeah. I guess I can go ahead and let Leroy leave the meeting too. Because everybody.
Well, if you want to, tell me how long before you get it. Well, it depends on what do you have to pay.
She just has to pay 66.
Yeah, you have to pay.
Or she can pay the 100 if she wants.
Yes. 12, 13, 15. No, you're on grade school, right?
So good in here.
We're trying to go. And then the next. There, you go through that.
Leroy.
So when should I?
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Mead, you're back.
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Okay, have you had a chance to visit with Brandy Crossland? Ms. Crossland, can you hear me okay, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go ahead and reset your cases to August the 26th, 2020. And hopefully at that time, maybe y'all would be able to work something out.
Yes.
Okay, do you have any questions, Ms. Crossland?
No, sir. Will I get in the mail, like what time I need to come in or call in? Or?
Yes, you will. I need to get a good address for you. The one we have is 2703 Lake Arbor, and they're saying that's not a good address.
Yes, no, I gave the lady one yesterday. So my new address is 4102 Adair, Adair Bluff, 78223, San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, so you said it's A, B as in boy, A,
No,
I,
no,
R.
D as in dog, Adair, A-D.
A-D, A-I-R?
Yes.
Okay, Bluff. And no apartment number or anything, right?
No, it's a house.
Okay. We'll send your reset notice and time to that address then.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Mr. Mead, let's see, I think Mr. Roberto Cruz. That's 3 violations.
Yes, and I'm gonna send them into,
Who's going with me, Mr. Cruz?
yes, Mr. Cruz.
Page 3.
Let me get rid of this one. I have too many open. Okay.
Hey, Clarissa,
Yes, sir.
I just sent you, I'm good for September 9 and the 23rd.
Great. Thank you so much. And we'll get the addresses on, when we call them.
Okay, very good.
Good thinking.
Hey, Clarissa, can you put me on mute for a second? Or I
Yes,
can-
sir.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, if you'll give me that.
We're just waiting on Judge and we'll be
He's there.
back. Let me
Okay,
unmute.
I'm back, guys.
Okay, great.
Okay, Mr. Mead, let's say you were visiting with Mr. Roberto H. Cruz, is that correct?
Yeah, I was in the room with him, Your Honor.
Okay, and were y'all able to reach any type of an agreement?
We, as just like the last one, we discussed the options. Mr. Cruz wants to enter into a plea bargain. The problem is, at this point, he has neither insurance nor a driver's license. So he cannot get on deferred on the insurance. So I told him that probably the best thing is for us to reset the case till August 26th. Let him straighten. He has an Oklahoma license, get his issue straightened out. Get insurance, come back, and we'll take care of it.
Okay, yeah, that's not a problem. Okay, Mr. Cruz, I'm gonna go ahead and reset your case to August the 26th, 2020. So
Okay.
we're gonna be reaching out to you with a court date in writing. Okay?
Okay, right.
Do you have any questions, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. Okay, Clarissa, anything else on Mr. Cruz?
That's it. We're good to go.
Do we have a good address? Do we have a good address on Mr. Cruz?
We're gonna get that.
Yeah, Mr. Cruz, if you can just call us to verify your address at one of the
Okay.
numbers we provided and make sure we have a good mailing address to send that reset to.
Okay, I will.
Thank you. Please call as soon as you can.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll call her.
I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you.
Thank you.
You're free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you for your patience.
Likewise. Thank you.
Okay, it looks
Okay,
like
last breakout room. We're gonna send you in with Beverly Stewart.
Okay.
Mr.
Can you hear
Cruz,
me?
you're Mr. Cruz, you can hang up now.
Hang up. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Just
you.
verify, just call us on the phone though and verify your address.
Okay, I will.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Thank you.
Mhm.
Clarissa, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Is this the last one? You're muted, Clarissa. There you are.
Hi. Okay, I'm closing the breakout room and Judge stepped out for just a second, but this is the
Alright.
last one.
Okay.
That look
What
good.
we talking about?
When is his court?
Okay, Mr. Mead, can you hear me?
Sure.
All right, let's see. You talked to Beverly Stewart, is that correct?
Yes, I did. Here she is back in the room.
0%. My phone's gonna.
We better get her done. Here's the deal. Miss Stewart lost both her car and her trailer that she was pulling to impound. And she was given 2 tickets, one for expired registration on the car, one for expired registration on the trailer. I was going to recommend 6 months deferred on the insurance, $300, condition she maintain insurance. And since she lost both vehicles, I'm going to TIC both expired registration tickets.
Okay, okay, very good. Okay, Ms. Stewart, is that the agreement that you entered into with Mr. Mead? Ms. Stewart, can you hear me?
I think we lost Miss Stewart.
Yeah,
Still looks like she's there.
well, but she's frozen. it looks.
Yeah.
Ms. Stewart, can you wave your hand if you can hear me?
She can wave her hand, but we can't see her do it.
Yeah, well, she's gone.
Oops.
She
I
said her
think
phone,
she's gone.
she said her phone was losing.
She'll call me.
She'll call back. Yeah. Okay, we have somebody at the window. Can I ask you real quick? If they have driving while license invalid and they have, those are different people. Oh,
This is another in him.
he has one for no seatbelt. She had, his mother has no seatbelt, passenger. And he has driving while license invalid. What are their options of handling that other than paying? Without having to come to court?
Well, they can do a, on the seat belt, they can do a defensive driving class for the seatbelt violation, make sure that it's for seatbelt. Okay,
Okay, so we can do that without them having to see you for seatbelts? Okay, I wanted to make sure. Okay,
and then with regard to the driving while license invalid, I mean, they could be eligible for deferred.
okay. I think we have that on our list of deferreds. Look on our list. Okay, all right.
Okay, so,
Well, I guess if she calls back, we can,
do we have a
okay.
number for her? Can we reach out to her?
a lot of her phone's dead. Let's
Beverly
see.
Stewart
Oh, she is on the phone.
Yeah, and she said that she can pay the 300
She
today.
said she'll pay the 300 today. She's on the phone. She can pay the 300 today
So you can pay it today, Ms. Stewart, right?
for the deferred.
Okay, and you can use a credit card or?
And do we need her plea or anything for that,
Yes,
Judge?
Yes. on the
Okay,
deferred.
we need her plea of
I'm
no
a-
contest or
Okay,
guilty.
Ms. Stewart, I'm gonna put you on speaker and the judge wants you to give us a plea of either no contest or guilty. Hold on. Okay, Ms. Stewart.
Ms. Stewart, can you hear me, ma'am? Oh, I cannot hear her.
She said yes. What's
Okay.
your-
Okay, so go ahead and ask her, since I can barely hear her. Ask her if she's in, how did she plead to the failed to maintain insurance.
Ms. Stewart, how do you plead to the fail to maintain insurance?
Guilty, ma'am.
Okay, guilty.
Okay, all right, very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell her that I'm gonna go ahead and follow the plea bargain agreement. We're gonna go ahead and place her on deferred for 6 months, special expense fee of $300, maintain insurance for 6 months, and the prosecutor is recommending a dismissal on the 2 registration violations, and I'm gonna follow that plea bargain agreement.
Okay, we will let her know, Judge.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
All right.
Ms. Stewart, did you hear that? Did you hear it? Now, let me-
I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the recording,
Okay, yeah, we're adjourned.
to get us out.